Hey there, Alex here. Today I have with me the Robin, a new pair of hybrid IEMs from KBEAR with a 1DD plus 4BA setup. They cost around $50 and thanks to Keep Hi-Fi, I was able to give these a try and share my thoughts on them. So without further ado, let's dive right in. Quickly going through the non-audio related stuff first, the Robin comes in a pretty straightforward looking packaging with a nice amount of accessories in the box. There are two types of ear tips in different sizes and the carrying case is a nice touch. The cable is a little wiggly and I think it could be a bit softer, but it looks pretty decent and works well enough. The shape of the shell is pretty standard, so I have no issues with fit and comfort. I do find that the grey tips are a little softer and fit my ears a bit better. The metal faceplate looks pretty good as well, especially in this color option. Moving on to the most important thing, which is how they sound. Using the relatively neutral sounding Apple USB-C adapter, they have a bassy and warm sound with a mild V-shaped tuning. Bass is elevated, mostly in the mid-bass region, but it is able to reach moderately deep. It's not the tightest or fastest bass, and it does bleed a bit into the mids, so in fast and bass heavy tracks, it can sound a little bit smeared together. But overall, it's still not too bad. Lower mids are a little on the warmer side, which gives male vocals and darker instruments a nice amount of body. There is enough elevation in the upper mids for female vocals to stand out as well, so mids have a nice presence in the mix overall despite the elevated bass. But I did notice a bit of a dip around 6 kHz, which might be why some instruments like cymbals can sound a little less defined. Upper treble isn't the most extended as well, so some instruments can sound a little lacking in air. But that said, I do like how easy it is to listen to overall. It doesn't sound shouty, fatiguing or sibilant to me, which makes the Robin a really comfortable listen for longer sessions. Detail retrieval is just okay in the lower and upper frequencies, but is pretty decent in the mids. Imaging, separation and soundstage are pretty decent for the price as well. I do hear a tiny bit of that BA timbre if I really look for it in certain instruments, but it's not something that bothers me most of the time. Overall, I think these are pretty decent and quite enjoyable to listen to. I feel like the bass could be a bit tighter, but I do enjoy the fuller sounding mids compared to other IEMs I've recently tried in this price range, like the TFZ My Love Edition 2021 or the Tin Hi-Fi T2 Plus. Because of the rather inoffensive tuning in the higher frequencies, the Robin is nicer to use for longer listening sessions. Your mileage may vary of course depending on your preference, but personally, I enjoyed using the Robin more than the other two, and I think they are a nice step up from something like the TRN-TA1, which is why I feel like these are pretty decent for the price, and worth a look if this is the type of tuning that you like. Thanks for watching this video, and see you guys on the next one.